Hi, everyone. How are you going today? Hope everyone is safe and sound after our earthquake in Trinidad and Tobago yesterday. I mean, it was very, very traumatic. So I hope everyone who's in business is safe and sound. Hi, Peter. I hope that you had no damage to your homes or to your business places, and that it really did make you stop and think about what would happen to my business if we have a natural disaster. Like, would my business continue to function? Would my business continue to make money? What would happen to my business? Would I have to start from scratch if everything just fell apart? I mean, it made me think about different things, right? And I promised myself to start to speak to my audience a little bit about how they can start to prepare themselves and do some crisis management and preparedness for their business. But today I wanted to talk to you about your visibility. I mean, the last 2 days I came on, we spoke about sharing value with your audience consistently. And yesterday we spoke about your marketing and the importance of having a written strategy that you follow and not just winging your marketing, because that's not the way to grow a business. That's not the way to grow a sustainable business. And that is definitely not the way to win know, like, and trust of your audience, right? So we spoke about all of that yesterday, but today I wanted to talk to you about your visibility. And all of these things are tied in together, right? Nothing is in isolation. So when I talk about your visibility, right, when I tell clients, how visible are you, the first thing they do, they get into panic, because they automatically feel that what I mean by being visible is that you have to be online or on every single hour or every single 30 minutes and stuff. But being visible does not mean that you have to be on all the time. It doesn't mean you have to be on social media all the time. It doesn't mean that you have to be tied to your business all the time as well. It just means that you have to create a strategy where you show up with your audience or to your audience consistently, right? And that is what it is, because if they do not know that you exist, they are not going to buy from you. Not because you have a website or not because you have a social media platform means that you are going to be able to grow a business or you're going to be able to succeed, right? Just starting a website or a social media platform or getting one interview on TV does not mean that they are going to come to you, right? You have to create a visibility strategy that allows your audience to see you and hear from you, often with valuable information. And this forms part of your marketing strategy, right? So being visible does not mean being tied to your computer. It doesn't even mean being tied to your business 24/7. It means understanding who your audience is, understanding where they show up, and then understanding what you need to provide for them on a consistent basis. And this could be a number of different things, right? So you could be visible through your posts, through your videos, through your emails, through your blogs, through interviews on radio, on TV, on press, through billboards. There's so many different ways, right, for you to be and consistently be visible in front of your audience, right? Because you have to take these things into consideration. A lot of times people build websites and they spend a lot of time building a website or spend a lot of time designing their logo, and then they put it up and then they walk away, and they come to me at this stage and they say, but nobody's buying from me. And I'm like, okay, but how visible are you? What are you doing in order to make sure that your audience knows that you are available to work with them and that you know how to solve whatever challenge that they are facing, whatever challenge that they are experiencing? Because your visibility is not just about the amount of times that you show up, but your visibility is also about what you share, right? Because as we about yesterday, you know, people are bombarded with information, right? Especially on social media. Everywhere you turn, there's information. There's an information overload coming to you. They're getting videos, they're getting podcasts, they're getting emails, they're seeing billboards, you know, there's news, there's information overload. So when you're thinking about your visibility, it's not just about the amount of times, but what you are sharing, right? You don't want to share the exact same thing everybody in your niche is sharing, right? It's great to know what is happening and what is the pulse of your niche and what's the pulse of your market and that kind of thing, but you don't want to share the exact same thing. So your visibility strategy has to include and has to consider your content. It has to consider your content so that your content is standing out and your content is making a difference and your content is making your audience think and feel and, you know, get connected with you, right? Because that makes a big difference in how people view you and if they want to continue viewing you and if they, you know, how they come and look for you, right? The content that you share, as well as, you know, making sure it's valuable, making sure that it's authentic, and making sure that what you share with your audience does not get lost in the noise that they are currently hearing now anyway, because there's so many other people on social media, so many people in the media, traditional media even, who is sharing the exact same things that you are sharing in different ways. So your content and your content ties into how visible you are. It's not just about being in front of your computer every single day, every single hour. It's not just about posting on your social media platforms, but it's about creating content that will wow your audience, content that will build that know, like, and trust, content that is valuable, that which is teaching them how you are able to solve their challenge, content that is connecting them to whatever experience that you want them to connect to, content that is going to make them feel that you really understand the challenges that they are experiencing, right? And that content, as I said, could be via posts, could be videos, could be emails, it could be blogs, it could be interviews, it could be billboards. There's so many different ways, right? And the last thing I want to talk about, so it's about your consistency, number one, and it's also about your content, right? Your content drives up your visibility, because once you're creating really great content, people will start to look forward to receiving that content from you, right? That content that you know is going to change their lives every single day, put a smile on their face or make them think. And the other part of your visibility strategy should also include your engagement. Right? Because it's not about just posting on your social media platforms. It's not just about writing your blogs or doing your videos, but it's also about your engagement, right? Do you engage with your audience? And by that, I mean, when they ask questions, do you follow up with them? Do you answer the questions, but do you follow up with them in a few days? Do you follow up via emails? Do you follow up via phone calls? If you are following anybody else, you know, you're following people on social media anyway, do you lend your expertise or lend your voice to others when they are posting questions, not on your business pages, but maybe in groups or other forums that you may be a part of? Are you lending your voice to the conversation? Are you sharing your own tools and resources? Are you sharing your own experiences with people as well? Because that is part of your visibility, right? Your visibility is not just on your platforms, but showing up where your audience is. So if you know that a large part of your audience is on a particular forum, or they follow a particular group, or they follow a particular person, and that kind of thing, you need, or particular personalities or particular businesses and that kind of thing, you also need to make sure that you are present there and that your voice is heard, right? It's not that you're trying to hijack anybody's post, because that is really annoying and unacceptable. But if you see your audience, somebody who you know is in your audience, asking a question having some kind of challenge or whatever, it's okay for you to share information, right? It's okay for you to ask a question. It's okay for you to come on and let them know that, hey, I can help you out, and just get involved and engage with them. So your visibility guide, your visibility strategy, which is tied into your marketing strategy, but what we spoke about yesterday is not just about posting every hour on the hour. It's not about being tied to your computer, and it's definitely not about being tied to your business 24/7, because you want a life, right? And a lot of you started this business because you wanted some level of freedom. You don't want to be tied to your business every hour, but it's about understanding that your audience needs to hear from you consistently, and that the value that you're sharing through your content has to stand out from all the noise that they are constantly hearing anyway. So your content plays a big part into the visibility, your visibility strategy, as well as your engagement and your follow-up. All of that plays a part in your visibility strategy. Yeah, so when you're about to post anything this week, when you're about to engage with your audience, when you're about to just show up, right? Think about, okay, what is my visibility strategy for this week? How often am I showing up? Where am I showing up? What message am I sharing? How am I going to engage with my audience? How am I going to be following up with my audience? Guys, we have to stop winging it in business. We have to stop just hoping something hits the target and hoping that somebody buys from us, or hoping that somebody hears us. Because part of your visibility can also be doing ads. It's just a big part of your visibility strategy, running ads and targeting your audience so that when they come online, they see your sponsored ads, they see your boosted posts or whatever, right? So you have to have a consistent visibility strategy embedded in your business, so that people are always hearing from you, they're always seeing you, and you're always providing them with consistent value through the content that you are sharing with them every single day. It's that important. Yeah, so let's stop winging it. Let's not wait until the end of 2018 to try to get this right. We're only in August. We still have 4 more months for the year. We can do this now. It does not have to wait till 2018. You still have enough time to put these things in place, put these practices in place, so that you can see a change and a difference in your business growth. Right, and so I want to invite you to just join my group. It's called Level Up, my program. It starts on September 15th and it runs for 3 months, guys, right? And in that program, we work together in a group online, all online, so it's from the comfort of your home. For 3 months, you get some one-on-one coaching from me. You also get unlimited email access as well as messenger access. And over the 3 months, we work on your marketing. We develop a marketing strategy that is specific to your business. We also talk about your content creation and creating content that sells, creating content that wows your audience. And we also develop a sales strategy that would allow your audience to know, like, and trust you, and ultimately buy from you over and over and over again. We develop a sales strategy for you that you can put on rinse and repeat. Right, so that's what we're going to work with together over the 3-month period. We start on September 15th and we end on December 15th, right before Christmas, so that you're completely prepared for 2019 with a marketing strategy, with a content strategy, and with a sales strategy. And it's only 100 US or 700 TT, guys. Right, so it's very affordable and it is going to be life-changing. Trust me, because I've gone through each one of these trainings separately with my clients over 2018, and now I'm putting it all together so that you have continued support for 3 months in the Level Up program. If you're on my Instagram, just go into my bio and click on the link and you will be able to register for the program, right? My Facebook followers, just keep following me. You'll see the ads popping up, and of course I'll be sharing information over the course of the next 2 to 3 weeks, so that you continue to get information about the Level Up program. And of course, if you have any questions, send me a private message, send me a direct message, or email me at info@mkgdynamics.com, and I will be glad to answer any questions you have, not just about the Level Up program, but about increasing your visibility, and what are the steps you need to take to ensure that you are consistently visible to your audience, so that you build that know, like, and trust, and so that you always get the sales that you desire in your business. Yeah, so tomorrow we'll come and talk a little bit about your content creation and how you repurpose content and that kind of thing, right? So I'm trying to come on every day just to give you valuable information and to share some of the tools and resources that I myself use in my business to get it to this level. And even as I grow my business, sharing more of the tools and resources that I use. Yeah, so guys, thanks so much for being here. Thanks so much for questions, and share this video everywhere, right? So more people get this value and they understand the importance of visibility in growing their business. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow, so please be safe. Bye.